Hello everyone, good day to everyone, I am Sacred and thank you for joining me in another mod spotlight in Hearts of Iron 4. Today we are going to take a look to the mod called Entre, deux Guerres, between two wars stable release. So it's between two wars. Well, you might think which wars do they mean? But it's quite clear, between the First and the Second World War. So, let's get a view to the map first and then present the mod description. So, le historie en bref. So, I think the mod developer is French. Considering that he didn't translate the things properly, or not fully. So, after the war, the world was finally over, but already a tension is palpable in the Soviet Union, in the Soviet countries, and within Europe. No one knows what will happen, but it is better to remain cautious. Let's see. Well, the majors are the following: France, led by Raymond Poincaré; USA, led by Woodrow Wilson; Kingdom, I don't know why the UK is called Kingdom of England. They have to change that. Kingdom of England, please. They were never called, and I mean, the ideology isn't monarchist. They were still in 1920 democracy, but whatever. They are apparently monarchist. Okay, Germany is led by Friedrich Ebert and the Democratic. Italy is led by Victor Emmanuel III, Democratic. Japan is led by Yoshito and they are fascists. The fascist flag is yellow, I like that. And the Soviet Union being led by Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, communists. Yeah, the next elections are 1937, which I really like, considering you play it starting from 1919. And you have Poland, Hungary, Russian Federation as well, China, Turkey, and République Populaire Ukraine, which is French and stands for People's Republic of Ukraine. Here, that's how the mod looks like. Well, if you take a look to the mod description, here is the stable release of my Entre, deux Guerres, between two wars. This version will be updated constantly, but without bugs, crashes, and other problems that can happen with the mods. Here is the original mod, who is more updated but may have bugs. Here is the complete description of the mod. Warning, this mod is currently in alpha 0.3a version. Please consider that like the start of the development of the mod. This mod places you during the interwar wars at the control of the country of your choice. You can start in 1919 and 1924 and you have your all time before World War II to prepare. You dispose of special focus trees who are adapted for your needs. When you're ready, you just have to play World War II like a basic party. Enjoy! Features: new focus trees, USA, China, France, Germany, Italy, Soviet Union generic, new scenario, new events, new executive photographs, new leaders, new national spirits, civil war in Russia and Hungary, personalized countries in scenarios, changement of politics of some countries, loading screens, loading tip screens, lot of wars, new ideologies, monarchism, which doesn't make any sense, but Kingdom of England, that shouldn't be the case. New puppets, possibility of change your party leader in Soviet Union and Germany by the focus tree and new buildings, incoming new technologies, new national spirits, continuing the focus tree and new events. For support me, donate, and here's my TP, join the official Discord, hope you enjoy the mod. So, there are many mistakes in the grammar, but considering the mod developer is not native English, he's French, and it's quite understandable, so it's alright. So let's take a look how the world looks like. The American Peninsula looks clearly similar, it really didn't change, but Europe looks completely different. There is a civil war ongoing between the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation, but the thing is that they are not in a war with each other. So I think, yeah, and it's funny, they are democratic, but they have never elections. That's also quite funny. The thing is, China is actually quite huge. Look to that. Interesting. Well, they are not in war with each other. Then we have Greece here, Greece and Turkey and Kingdom and Ukraine, as well as the Weimar Republic, which is Germany. Then we have the funny Kingdom of England. Yeah, Kingdom of England. Let us see. Well, the Kingdom of England, Spain, Portugal, and the rest. Well, let's get into the game and take a look to the focus tree. So regular and without historical let's say with historical air focuses. I go the Weimar Republic. So let's get between two wars. Well, there you see our army size is 54,000, so we have much to rebuild, which makes sense though. But we have 40 military and 31 civilian factories as the Weimar Republic. And the leader is Friedrich Ebert, but you can go monarchist, aligned, Nazi or communist. I don't know, but Germany is on partial mobilization, which shouldn't be the case. They should be on civilian economy. So the focus tree, I think it kind of stayed the same, although you can go for the Rhineland, but I think if you would go, that France would back you down. Then new start here, war with... Oh, okay, that's nice. The new start, and then instantly against war with Poland. That's really nice, isn't it? Rise of fascism, below economic account, German commune, no aggression with Russia, war against Russia, industrial development, plan development, construction of Gulags. You can build Gulags as well. We will have to develop more important prisons, politically incorrect, forging alliances, technologies. So you see, we go to war the 30s, the 20s, although you can go to the 30s even without being in the 30s. That's quite funny, isn't it? Then the focus tree is the same here. It's actually the same, yeah. Rhineland Anschluss. You can't do the Anschluss before 1936 anyway, so yeah, you see. You have army innovations, treaty with the USSR, although why is it the Russian Federation? It doesn't make any sense. And the rest focus tree, so that's the German focus tree. So let's take a look to France. Since the mod developer is French, I think French should be most well modified. The French army is 500,000 strong. They are led by the Parti Radical by Raymond Poincaré. Their focus tree seems kind of to be the same, yeah. Except that one getting better, the 20s, Treaty of Versailles, the Roaring 20s, country-welded, alliance with England, strengthening the country, then the 30s, preparing for war, Mussolini our enemy, French Commune, rise of extremism, French Commune becoming a communist, so that's the French focus path. That's basically the same. I think it's kind of the same, yeah. Who Italy joined Germany, it's the same except this path here. So let's take a look to the Kingdom of England. Kingdom of England, yeah. Like, well, okay, so let's see. Their focus tree is, well, generic. They actually have the generic. What Britain has the generic focus tree. Well, that's interesting fact. That Britain has the generic focus tree. Army effort, aviation effort, naval effort, industrial effort. And you can recover from the Great War. Diplomacy, that's just the generic one, clearly. Yeah. So Major has the generic focus tree. Well, if you take a look to, let's say, Turkey actually that doesn't control these two provinces, and they don't have a claim on them as well, so they should change that. I don't know why Greece, they weren't monarchists, whatever here. And Istanbul is demilitarized. So, let's take a look to the Soviet Union's focus tree then, how let's build. They have an army of 620,000 standing soldiers. The army seems like to be split up between Ukraine. Okay, they have the take back the country in hand. Well, I think that's a custom focus tree. Although it's not really well made, so like you can't go to war against the Russian Federation here. And they aren't in war with each other, so that's considering that. Then we have the Russian Federation with an army of 1 million being led by Alexander Fyodorovich Kerensky. They have the custom focus, the generic focus tree, which every nation has. Republic Populaire Ukraine has an army of 400,000, that's quite a bit. And they have the, well, same focus tree as well. The generic focus tree, but they are an integrated puppet of the Soviet Union, so saying that they are an integrated puppet of the Soviet Union. but the Soviet Union really lacks claims. They lack claims on the Russian Federation. So what I don't like is that the Soviet Union doesn't have claims on all of the Russian territory, which they should have, and they should be in an active civil war, but they are not, and I doubt it if AI applies that they'll actually go to war with each other. So that's a, well, negative thing, to be honest, but I'm sure the mod developer will take care of that as well. So, which measure didn't we take a look? Let's take a look to the US. They are still the strongest industrial powerhouse in the world. They are led by the Democratic Party. Well, that's the problem. Look to that. Next elections are in November 1936, but the year is 1919. So, this would be, well, 17 years. 17 years. That's insane. Until the next elections. Well, the USA has the same focus tree. They can, like, go and research it within the focus tree, though, but they have the same focus tree, except this one, conquering the Americas, going to war, army development. So they have a, well, they have the normal US one, but it's kind of modified. Well, that's it. The faction-wise, there are the Triple Entente. I don't know why it's called Triple Entente, and the Comintern. That's it. For the sake of this playthrough, we will play as the Weimar Republic and see how well we can rebuild Germany. So firstly, yeah, I don't have to do the Rhineland since it won't give me anything, and there's a risk of France backing me down, and with an army of 50,000 I wouldn't be able to resist them. I'm gonna avoid that, and actually let's do the normal path. I mean the custom path, industrial development, that's okay. But I will go and do the Reichsautobahn and this industrial effort. There we go. Factory-wise, I'm gonna build more civilian factories without our beloved country. There we go, building it here and there in the most developed areas. 80%. 80%. Okay. Yeah, we have to get troops, that's for sure. Well, research-wise, actually you can research that stuff. It isn't out of time, that's quite nice. I'm gonna do that, researching works at least, so that's really well done to the mod developer, yeah. Firstly, we're gonna focus on our industry. You could imagine, yeah. I think everything, you can research everything without having the time penalties. If yeah, that's quite nice. So, engineering, and, well, we'll have to rebuild our army. So, yeah, we have a really strong military sector. The French have 6, we have 40. So Germany is clearly overpowered here, if you ask me. But, well, I'm not gonna say no to the fact that we're overpowered. If we are, that's fine, isn't it? Let's get everything here, and for equipment, artillery, and motorized. There we go, motorized, I want... No, let's get some tanks. Panzer II we have. Light tank Panzer II. Let's see. There's no time limit. Oh yeah, the Tiger is really far away, so I'm gonna build medium tank, not light tanks. There we go. Let's build more artillery, more weapons, more importantly, and more motorized equipment. There we go. That's fine. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna build more airplanes as well. More airplanes. Fine. Let's build the Bf-109 fighter. Bf-109. Which will be, yeah, which will cost us quite a bit, but that's fine. So we need 7 oil. Let's get it from the Russian Federation, and we need 10 rubber from the Kingdom of England, actually from the French. So that's it. We have 10 dockyards. I'm gonna build the, what's our newest ship we can build? Let's build submarines. Submarines in Kiel. We need more oil, 17 oil. So let's get 24. Now let's unpause the game and see what awaits us. Currently there are no active wars. Yeah, they should start the war with the Soviets. Oh, actually, the Russian Federation has a go against the Soviet Union. Oh, that's quite interesting. Well, the Soviet Union declared war, and now, okay, the Civil War started, so never mind. That's a good thing. The Russian Civil War did start. I'm thrilled to see who's gonna win the battle against. So, will it be the Soviet Union or the Russian Federation? Российская Федерация или Советский Союз? Кто победили? And, the Hungarian People's Republic declared war. So, it's, Communist Hungary being in war against the Kingdom of Hungary. That's really, really interesting. So there are active wars actually. Well, that makes the game far more interesting to follow. Truly. What's that? What, Hungary declared war on Czechoslovakia? Oh, what is going on? Poland declared war on the Russian Federation. What in the name of God? Just look to that. Current wars. The Soviet Union is fighting Russia, Hungary is fighting Hungary, Poland is fighting the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation. Then we have Hungary fighting Czechoslovakia and Soviet Union fighting Hungary. So that's quite a mess. But the Czechs did conquer them. I didn't know that the Czechs actually went to war with them. That's interesting. I will try to demilitarize the Rhineland, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I don't know really. Let's try to. I think the French will decline, but let's just try to see if it's gonna work. What's that? Hungary joined Triple Entente. But Hungary actually became communist and they joined the Comintern. That's interesting. Well, Poland is in war with the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation. So the miracle on the Vistula, can it actually happen? The miracle on the Vistula. Well, let's see. We're just sitting back here as Germany and building and developing our factories, while the rest in the world is fighting just each other bloody. So currently I would say the Soviet Union clearly has the upper hand. They have the Greece declared war on Turkey. Well, who has the bigger army? The Turkish army should be superior to the Greek one. So never mind by saying that no wars would happen. The world is truly really filled with wars. Rhineland completed, and oh, look to that, the French actually accepted. The Rhineland is demilitarized. Wow, that went quite quick. That went insanely quick actually. I didn't thought it would go that quick. I mean, okay, so in 1919 we did demilitarize the Rhineland already, and France doesn't want to trade with us. Fine, let's trade with the British Malaysians. Okay. We need 2 more rubber, fine. There we go. Alright, so what can we get? We could get the experts. Germany should have a civilian economy as well as free trade, because they are democratic and they aren't in pre-war state, but it will be changed. So let's go for the captain of industry. And after that I'm gonna get Erich von Manstein. Yeah, I'm gonna save for him. Russian Civil War. So will the communists win or not? Well, thrilled to see. Actually, let's get Martin Bormann, since he will get us more political power. Martin Bormann. The Westwahl. And there we go. That's our first factory and construction. So this mod is kind of fun to play. I can really suggest you to try this mod out as well. It seems to be quite fun, I have to admit. Let's put it in these 2 provinces, fine. Okay, next, construction 2, and the German national efforts, which will give us 6 more factories. The Weimar Republic, we have a navy of 2,000, we are getting our submarines there, you can see, with plus 7.8 thousand infantry equipment. We currently only have the Infanterie Division and Panzer Division. Yeah, we lack the experience to customize our army template, so I'll have to go with the basic infantry. I can perhaps add them 1 line of artillery, but that's it. Now I'm gonna train just so many as I can in Brandenburg. I can train only 100,000 at max. So, look to that. The Soviet Union is... Oh, I'll look to Poland. The Polish. What are you doing, Poland? Will you surrender to the Soviet Union? Interesting. Well, I really like the mod. It's just insanely interesting to see how the countries are fighting each other. Like Turkey just crushing Greece, and the Soviets just crushing Poland, and the Russian Federation, the Rostov. Army-wise, the Soviets are clearly superior with the Ukrainians. So let's see. So the Battle of Warsaw. There you can see the armies on the Vistula. Who will succeed? Well. Next one will be the Erich von Manstein mobile warfare experts. We have no time limit, so we can just progress with the focus tree here without even waiting. That's quite nice to develop your country. Yeah, that's clearly nice. And more civilian factories. I'm gonna maximize that sector out because of its plus 100% infrastructure. It's just boosting it massively. Oh, Poland pushed the Soviets back. They pushed the Soviets back. Well, I don't really mind who's gonna win, because we cannot go to war with anyone anyways. I can just advance in the research tree here without suffering anything. That's nice. So, that's finished. Next thing, let's go ahead and new start. It's time for our country to start on new basis. I guess, yeah. Let's check the French. Yeah, the French, they have the disjointed government and victims of the Great War. Oh, Turkey just annexed all of Greece except of Heraklion. So, oh, Turkey, wow. I'm sure the Greek people won't be delighted of that. Turkey just went completely aggressive and thought, come on, I'm gonna take all of Greece except that one island there. Alright. Well, that's okay. Interesting. The Soviet Union recapturing lots of territories for the Russian Federation, although it's a huge country. So let's see how long the Civil War will last. I actually don't know how long it lasted in history. Let's look that up. Russian Civil War. The Russian Civil War did last until 1922. So until 1922 in history. Oh, Lithuania joined the Comintern. I think Poland, that was a bad idea. They're gonna get crushed by the Soviet Union. The AI being somewhat effective here, how we can see. Let's do the industrial development, I guess. And build more of the good old civilian factories. Maximizing out our sectors here in Thüringen, Franken and Brandenburg. So, time to get Erich von Manstein. And after that I'm gonna get Kruppstahl, Deutscher Stahl. Yeah, we have no time limit, so we can just go ahead. I'm gonna train. Yeah, I really like the experience here. That's clearly to see. Let's train more in. Train around 18,000 men.
So gut wie erledigt.
So gut wie erledigt. And to train them to get some experience, I really need it. Well, the British Navy is clearly the strongest one, so they have kept their navy. That's clear to see. Improved machine tools. I can just advance all the way to below. I can just get all the path here. That's quite nice, I would say. Construction, sure, why not? Just get every technology right now. Next one, let's build Gulags, why not? We will have to develop more important prisons. Yeah, alright, just get some Gulags, fine. Let's go. I mean, building Gulags in a democratic country is questionable. Especially since they were only built in the Soviet Union, but we are building it in the Weimar Republic, in democratic Germany, so yeah, okay. Alright, I mean, why not, is it? So like that, why not? Oh, we have lots of infantry equipment, that's for sure. Plenty. So, let's get Krupp, there we go, and just, yeah, we can go even further, why not, fine, why not? Well, active wars, let's see, Russian, Polish, and Polish-Russian. So, it's just the Russian Civil War and the Polish-Russian War. The Polish army has 44 to 80 divisions, the Soviet army is clearly stronger and superior, but they're fighting the Russian Federation as well. Well, let's see. I think the Soviet Union will win this war, but not sure. Yeah, we did get our Gulags, so that's nice. Now we have plus 100% in many more provinces. Let's just build more factories then. So where did we even get the Gulags? We did get the... Let's get plant development. We need to develop all factories, and the Gulags have been built in Schleswig-Holstein. Let's see, one Gulag. To enclose political opponents. Increases construction speed. I wanna see if I build it here, does it actually increase it? I don't know if it really does. I mean, it doesn't give anything useful in the construction speed, so I don't think it actually increases it. Whatever, yeah. Train more infantry divisions in Berlin. Training 209,000 men. So they are done training. And now time to train the newer ones. Them. There we go. Just researching then NRC because everything is set to 1990. So you can just go ahead and get your superior industry from the since the start of the game. That's quite well. Nice outside. 3 civil factories. Let's build Franken. Okay. Maximize aus Thüringen. And fine. So let's get a tag designer. Let's get Henschel, Porsche, Mann. Let's actually get Mann. I got Henschel all the time, so I wanna get. Let's get Porsche. Porsche. I'm sure all of you know Porsche. Massive development of factories. So why not? Build more factories, of course. Let's go for it. Oh, the Peruvian Civil War as well. Peruvian Civil War. Fine. Let's get more artillery. I'll need them, I think. Advanced machine tools, fine. Now, assembly line. We can get the assembly line production in 1920 already. Just think of that. Yeah, let's see who's winning the war. The Soviets are clearly winning against the Russian Federation and the Peruvian Civil War. Let's see. It's the Democrats. So why are Democrats fighting Democrats, especially? Oh, the war just ended. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's interesting. That was a vassal war without a peace treaty. That's clearly weird at some point, but okay, okay. So, build it in Württemberg. There we go, development, Brandenburg, Thüringen, and Franken. Okay, next thing, let's get technologies. Technology development, superior description of the mods. So, let's get more tungsten from the Swedes then. Actually, we can't get more, so it's from the Portuguese. And here, I'm gonna get a concentrated industry 4. We're just getting insane amount of equipment right now. Okay. Within Brandenburg, we're building 37 more divisions. Our army is 491,000 strong already. So, in 1920, Germany having such a strong army already is quite questionable. It's quite questionable, yeah. Oh, well. There you see. And we used all of our experience, and we clearly need more infantry equipment. Construction 4. Yeah, so we are finished with the construction line already. Just look at that. The next thing, let's get the Panzer III. So I plan to build these Panzer III. I'm getting 80 artillery per day and 151 weapons per day. That's truly a developed industry. Yeah, that's why I'm going for civilian. And the Soviet Union still didn't manage to conquer Poland, but they did conquer the vital areas of the Russian Federation, I think. Soyuz, so interesting there. Yeah, so don't forget, historical, it ended in 1922. It's a question now when it's gonna end here. Earlier or later. Technologies, let's get more searches. We can hire new scientists. Of course, let's do that. Who will be? Well, we have to get rid from the democratic path. I completely forgot. Should we get communist or fascist? Can we get out of Hitler somewhere? Out of Hitler. No, we could go for the rise of fascism, but we could not get Hitler. Hitler, out here. Adolf Hitler becomes leader of the fascist party. Yeah, let's get fascists. Okay. So, legal advisor, let's get fascist demagogue Joseph Goebbels. Just to make the game, well, seem to be historical, yeah, that's why. And then conquer all of Europe if we have a strong army. Yeah, it will be 1 million soon after they are fully trained. And 1 million, that's quite a size. That's quite a size. 21 divisions, they aren't fully trained also. Tell them to train too. So the Civil War is still raging on. Still raging on across Russia. Build it in Rhineland. Let's just build 9 factories there, why not? Since I'm gonna build so much, it would be smarter to maximize out the development first, I think. Because let's maximize it out in Moselland, since we can build we have plenty slots there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Moselland, first priority. There we go. We're gonna overcome the American industry, that's for sure. Assembly line production. Okay, now let's go for a streamlined line or flexible line. It's cap or retention or cap against growth. I will go for growth or streamlined line. It's weird that every technology is set to the year 1919. That's overpowered and weird, at least. Let's do the 20s, which will tell us the 20s are going to be a Renaissance era for our country. Well, let's see if that's really the case. The Russian Civil War, oh, they nearly captured Moscow, the Russian Federationists. That's interesting to see. Well, anyways, I'm gonna take a cut here. So, thank you all for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me what you think of these mods. Well, link will be, as always, down below in the description. So go sure to take a look. I'm Sacred, and I'm out. Have a good day to you all, and see you next time. Goodbye.